Hey, this is Zoog from Angelspit. We're working on a new album, and I'm procrastinating because I should be songwriting. But songwriting's really hard. So let's talk about it. Here's a whole bunch of tips, tricks, diseases that might help you or hinder you with making music, because it is a really hard thing to do. Enjoyable and fulfilling, but very difficult. Don't sit in front of your computer waiting for inspiration to come. Most likely, it won't. Try getting yourself a piece of paper and a pen, like a little moleskin or something. Write your ideas down on that. Song ideas often come when you least expect them, so always carry a piece of paper and pen on you. Dictaphones and phones are also really cool things to carry around with you in case genius strikes you whilst you're shopping, on a bus, or going to the toilet. Strong ideas are always very memorable, so it's a good sign if they stick in your head and they're still bouncing around in there the next day. Think of several ideas that could be used as a verse, chorus, bridge, middle eight, whatever. Put them all together. Play the different parts on a keyboard or a guitar just to make sure they sound cool. Then decide which one is the big, powerful chorus one and the kind of laid-back verse one and the, ooh, here's something different, middle eight. Slap them together and start working on it. Can't think of anything to go with your brilliant riff? Take that riff and simplify it and call it a verse, so that the verse and the chorus riff are basically the same riffs, but one's more simplified. A really cool example of this is Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. He uses the same riff in the chorus in the verse. The verse is just simplified. Another great example is Stevie Wonder's Master Blaster. And you should listen to Stevie Wonder because he rocks. Listen to different music. Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Britney Spears, 50 Cent, whatever. Try and expand what you normally listen to. A theory is that everybody has something to teach you. So if you listen to the music, you might pick something up from it. If you want to learn about contour and using volume, light, and shade, listen to the blues. They've got a lot of it. Listen to Jeff Buckley. Some of the stuff that guy does is really stunning. Rage Against the Machine, Herbie Hancock, Sonic Youth, not just the sort of thing that you're into. Push the boundaries a bit. If you listen to the same thing within your genre, you'll probably end up sounding a lot like it. Expand, grow your wings, fly. If you want your vocoder to really sizzle, listen to Herbie Hancock. Different music will spawn different ideas. If you want to learn how to program wicked drums, listen to James Brown. If you want to make amazing bass, listen to Herbie Hancock, or the king of bass, Bootsy Collins. Who's Bootsy Collins? Go to YouTube and look up Bootsy Collins. With bass, he is God. Yes, it's funk, but you have to deal with that. Listen to the Beatles or listen to music from the 60s and 70s. They used radically different technology to what we have now to create their music. So you might be able to learn something from it. For example, doing one take is a cool thing. Remember, the most versatile and amazing instrument you have is your voice. Sing with it, rap with it, scream with it, yell with it, whisper with it, whatever, experiment. One of the bad things is it's a given that you're not going to like your voice to begin with, and your voice is not going to sound like what you wanted it to sound like. For example, when I started, I wanted to sound like a guy called Peter Gabriel. I love the guy's voice, but I sound nothing like Peter Gabriel. So that's just something you have to deal with. You might want to sound like whoever, but you'll end up sounding like you. And in time, you'll get to like your voice. But you just got to persist. You've got to be bold and you've got to be strong. I can't stress enough how hard it is writing a song. They say it's 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration, and it's very true. You come up with this really cool idea, and 15 minutes later, an hour later, after working with it, you're sick of it and you don't want to do it anymore. Keep pushing through that. It might take you days or weeks to actually finish the song. It takes us about 80 hours of complete non-stop work, which is about 4 months to write one song. So we put a lot of time and effort into it, and we often lose confidence in the process of writing a song. We just go, man, it started so cool, but now it's crap and I hate this. You've just got to keep going. Because remember, initially you liked the riff. You've got to hold on to that. Initially it was cool, so it's still cool. Persist with your songwriting and do everything within your power to just make it happen. Rock. Angelspit!